Let's see. Which station is Radio Trista? Ah, there we go.
It's Sunday, October 18th, 2020, and you're listening to Radio Trista. On this week's episode 8 of Abend Time, we have lots of great topics to discuss, from our weekly gameplay updates to some information about the PS5 and Xbox Series X updates from this week, along with some great sales that are going on the PlayStation Store right now, and some tech stuff about HDMI 2.1 and whether you need it or not for next gen. So with that out of the way, let's get started. First topic I'd like to bring up is the Ghost of Tsushima patch that brought up the Ghost of Tsushima Legends co-op multiplayer section. I played this on Friday with my friends Senior Snipey, Rad Console Gaming, and Rikeru from the Eternia Archives Discord. We intend to play more of this game. It's a lot of fun with the group. I don't think it would be as good without friends, but it's serviceable. You have 4 different classes. They get different equipment and stuff. The skills aren't exactly the same as the main game, so if this is something you're interested in, definitely go check it out. It's a free update for Ghost of Tsushima, out now. The biggest gaming news topic for this week is that Genshin Impact grossed over $100 million in less than 2 weeks. This is a big deal. Whether or not you like the game, you have to be impressed by these statistics. It's one of the most successful launches for an original IP from a Chinese developer ever. In its first week, it grossed over 50 million. That's crazy. It was downloaded more than 23 million times in Android, iOS alone during its first week, and was the second highest grossing game globally on iOS in its first week. So this was a surprise. I didn't expect to see in my news feed this week. The original Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII Remastered Twin Pack is coming out in December in Europe. So, there might be a way to pick this up over in the States. I know PlayAsia had it for a while, so if you're interested in these classic titles and want to own a physical edition and you're in Europe, you might want to look into these. This is probably going to be a rare thing to get a hold of. Now, this is an interesting topic as well that I saw also from Serious Gaming. Sakuna of Rise and Ruin, sorry about that, now open their digital pre-orders for PS4 and Switch. I like the art style. It's interesting. The PS4 version has a special theme. It was shown in a couple images, as you can see here. They look really nice. So, if you don't care about the physical items, which I know some of you don't, you can go pre-order these right now. Prices are here. Obviously, I'm interested in the physical version. If you haven't heard of this game, it's a side-scrolling platformer using farm tools as weapons. It's interesting. Go take a look at it. If you go over to Sakuna of RiseandRuin.com, you can see some images and videos of the gameplay, and you can pre-order it at different locations. So definitely keep that in mind if it's something that you're interested in picking up. I obviously pre-ordered the physical edition, so let's hope that it turns out to be pretty good. Some sad news this week. Digimon Survive was delayed into 2021 due to coronavirus setbacks. We all know that this virus has negatively affected everything. I hope that you and your families have been safe throughout all of it. And Bandai Namco announced that their strategy, it's going to be late. Which, you know, it happens. Obviously we can't have everything on time. But I do have to say that, you know, this is a bit of a sad thing. I know a lot of people like the Digimon series. So I hope that we're able to get it at a decent time frame. They're hoping to share some updates in spring of 2021, so they ask us to please stay tuned for more information about that. Now, if you're a Fall Guys fan, you can go play as Sonic. Gotta go fast, except not. It's just a costume. So you can pick it up. You might want to go take a look at that. I haven't tried to pick it up myself yet, but it's pretty fun that they did this collaboration. Sonic's a pretty big IP, so I'm sure this brought more people into the game. So Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition is something that I'm looking forward to. I'm sure you are as well, if you like the style of game. So here's some details about the game. It's going to be $40 in digital and physical, which is great. Physical release will be December 1st. I think I got mine from Target. So there's quite a... Okay, here we go. Capcom is kicking off the new console generation in a triple S style with Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition. Storied publisher's first title on next gen. Comes packed with an abundance of new features. Addition, a heavily requested arrival of Virgil as a playable character. With DMC5 Special Edition, Capcom is upping the ante with stylus action, with the introduction of next-gen features such as ray tracing and enhanced 3D audio, fan-favorite modes including Turbo Mode and Legendary Dark Knight Mode, and the inclusion of the Deluxe Edition and EX Color Pack content. So, hopefully this turns out to be nice. I will pick it up, and we'll stream it so you guys can take a look. Now, Randy Pitchford gave us some cool imagery of the Godfall Ascended Edition. I'm kind of interested in this game a little. It's online only. I like the box art quite a bit. It's very well designed, I think. But with me and the Eternia Archives team playing Ghost of Tsushima, I won't really have time for this. But if the team picks it up, I might give it a shot. And obviously someone's coming over here about online only for single player. Yeah, that's a huge issue. I'm not a fan of that, but we'll see. There's some box art for you guys. Yakuza, Like a Dragon, runs at 900p on the Xbox Series S. That's a surprise to no one. The system runs like crap. And 1440p on the Series X. Oh, wait a minute. That's the Series S. Sorry. I was thinking the Xbox One S. You see, Microsoft, your marketing's bad. Okay? It's real bad. They shouldn't have done this. So this is actually surprising, because that means that when it comes out on the Xbox One X, it's probably not going to do much better than this. So, this tells me that the engine's poorly optimized if it can only do 1440-60. I'm going to wait until March for the PS5 version. So, yeah, that's all I have to say, basically. I'm waiting. It's interesting that a lot of people... So they confirmed, yeah, we'll run that way. A lot of people are saying, well, this is bad. This is a bad sign. Well, the Xbox Series X is basically just a computer that has a 2080 Ti. The 2080 Ti is a little stronger than that, actually, so that means the game is not really well optimized in the new engine to only be able to put that out. I know a lot of people are going to say, but 4K, I'm like, y'all can't see it. Y'all aren't going to see a difference between this and 4K, so just shush. Problem is, most TVs do not output this. Most TVs do not output 1440p. So, this is going to be an issue. And I think a lot of people are going to have is that it's going to be some type of upscaling, I hope. Or this is just going to be what it is. So, there's some new free avatars on PSN that you can pick up. And here's how to use them. Article from Twisted Voxel. Sony updated the PlayStation website, adding new features like a library for purchased games for PS4 and 5. Also includes a new set of avatars. And if you haven't managed to change your avatar to a new one, here's how you can claim these free avatars. So I definitely recommend giving this a look if you haven't already. The design of new avatars circular, which lines up with the earlier leak PS5 cold boot. So it's an interesting concept. I hope it ends up turning out good. If you haven't logged onto your account on PC, you might be required to accept the new changes been implemented by Sony before proceeding. To access the new free avatars, you'll need to head to the My PlayStation website. And once there, you can click on your profile at the top right corner. Account settings, you might be prompted to enter your password if you haven't logged in for a while. New set of suggestions for choices of personalized offers. So, some new icons. If you guys are interested in that. Now, this is a big topic this week. So, Sony has come out and said that they do not record PS4 party chats. The users can, but Sony does not. So, following the update, users seeing a notification about party safety and that voice chats in parties may be recorded. Voice chat recording for moderation is a feature that will be available on PS5 when it launches. Enable users to record their voice chats on PS5 and submit them for review. So this is letting you know, when you participate in a chat with a PS5 user, they may submit these recordings to Sony for moderation. Now, this doesn't really mean a whole hell of a lot of squat to me, because everything I'm playing, I'm streaming. So, if I'm in a party chat, it's on Twitch anyway, this literally affects me none. So I don't know why everybody's freaking out so much. If you have an Alexa in your home, or one of those Google Home devices, or any of the microphones that you pay for to do those things, you're being recorded anyway. So just accept the state that it's in and move on with life. You're not going to change it. So, this topic was big this week about the PS5 UI. The user experience. Now, I'm not going to go through the video. You guys can do that in your own time. But I like some features and some features I don't. I do not like wasting time in a game, so if I'm playing it, I want to have the hours counting up correctly. So on Sony, I can hit the home button, it will pause my game. This video they show looks like that doesn't happen. So unless there's an option for that, I'm not going to be real happy about it. Because I'm a very big fan of being able to maintain the correct amount of time on games that have timers. So if you guys watch my streams, you'll notice I hit the be right back screen, and then I will go back to my desktop and go from there. So, they have activities. They have where you can watch other people streaming, but only if they're like doing it through the PlayStation. I don't know. I like the PS4 UI. I don't know if this is for me. But that's okay, not every change is. So let's see how it turns out when the system releases in less than a month. Now we'll talk about some sales on the PlayStation Store. The first one I have here is Arc the Lad, Twilight of Spirits. It's $7.04. It's a good classic PS2 game. I recommend you giving this one a shot if it's something you're interested in. Dark Cloud 1 and 2 are both on sale for $5.99. So, if you have heard good things about this game, which you probably have, it's a dungeon crawler, action RPG, but weapons can break, which is kind of annoying. So, just keep that in mind if you decide to play it. But, it is good. I don't know how well it's aged nowadays, but still, $6 if you're thinking about it. It's not bad. More Devil May Cry stuff. Devil May Cry HD Collection, which contains the first 3 games, is half off, which is not bad. Again, the camera controls didn't age so well from the beginning of the series, but it's still a classic. You get 3 games, $5 a piece. So this is one, another Vanillaware title. It's $10, it's half off, which I haven't played it yet. I plan on starting to play this with the Eternity Archives team soon. But for $10, it's not a bad price. I recommend giving it a shot if you're a fan of Vanillaware titles. And we, of course, have a Metroidvania game on the list with Sundered Eldritch Edition, which is like a Eldritch horror type Metroidvania style game. It's hard to explain. $5, really good price. I have it on Steam. I haven't tried it yet, but it's on the backlog with tons of other stuff. But it's very colorful. If you're a fan of Eldritch type stuff, you might like this. So definitely give it a shot if it is something that you think you'd be interested in. $5, good price. And because so many people, I don't know why, I don't get it, so many people like this game. I mean, I bought it a long time ago when it was on deep discount, and I didn't like it. It's not for me. It's not a game for Kelly at all. But everyone else likes it. So if you want to give it a shot, it's $15 for the complete edition. Might be time for you to pick it up. Moving on to some other news-related topics. We all talked about this last week, but the Xbox Series X getting warm. So they ran tests and found out. It actually doesn't get that hot. No, they say it's rather cool, but not like cold, obviously. Which isn't bad. I mean, which is where we scanned the box, couldn't find a heat signature went above 35°C, which is it's really shocking, actually. That's impressive. I'm skeptical because I think the internal design of this thing is really bad. Everything's just stacked closely together. I expect to see a higher failure percentages of Xbox Series X than I will see for the PS5. Feel free to quote me on that in a few years. But they say it runs pretty cool. So we'll just have to see how it turns out. It's interesting though, the test editor devices, like here's a random laptop. Yep. Here's a cooling block. And they're just trying to use other examples. I don't know. The air temperature coming out of the Xbox One X hits 133. I don't know. We'll have to see. This article says it's pretty chill. I read a different article on Twitter this week that said it wasn't as cold, but we'll see. And for the last bit of tech news for this week, HDMI 2.1 and why you don't need it. So, HDMI 2.0 has up to 18 gigabit interface if your cables support it. I recommend buying your cables from Monoprice. You'll get a good price. I'm not backed by them, but they make good quality items. So, definitely give them a look. You don't need HDMI 2.1 for the games now. This does 4K 60. I know there's some games going to do 4K 120. Most people don't have TVs that can do that. Just throwing it out there. They don't exist. So, you don't need it. Don't upgrade your TV. If you can do HDMI 2.0, you're fine. You'll be fine for this entire generation. Their systems aren't capable of doing this because 2080 Ti can't do it. The other ones can't do it either. No, you're fine. HDMI 2.0 is all you need. So that's it for me this week, guys. Hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Be sure to check out my live streams on twitch.tv/CaliChronicles and visit my website, CaliChronicles.net, for all of my social media communication information. You guys stay safe, have a great week, and I will see you next time.